Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 25th. This week, we are just going to jump right in here, Scorpio, and we are going to see, I didn't want to do that, we are going to see what comes up for you here, Scorpio, at this time. And that'll be that. We are going to pull 3 yes or no question cards at the end as well. And we will just see what comes up for you here, Scorpio. Love it. Your outcome is the sun. You really can't beat that. You also have the sun and the star. You start off with the star card. You could be in a period of recovery or healing. You have the 3 of swords in your past, 4 of swords here in the area of your thoughts. You also have the hangman here. So, a lot of you could be recovering or healing from a heartbreak, a recent heartbreak with the 3 of swords, or you could just be going through a healing period based off of, anything else that you are dealing with. For some of you, could be a divorce with the Hierophant here. For others, I kind of feel like this is saying you need to see what is possible for you to accomplish. Even, the sun and the star together in a reading is like fame and fortune. It doesn't mean you're going to be famous, but, it could represent a lot of positive attention coming in for like a lot of work that you did, or, for accomplishing something in your life. So I kind of get that for you here, where it's like you've accomplished a lot, or you could be accomplishing a lot, and you could be getting a lot of positive attention based off the things that you have accomplished. I would soak that up, Scorpio. I feel like you deserve it. Your crossing energy here is the Hierophant. The Hierophant, again, this could be a divorce. You could be healing from a separation, divorce. If you're not getting a divorce, it could just be a person that you thought you were going to be with for a very long period of time, and maybe it just didn't work out. For others, I feel like, that he kind of bridges the gap between the heavens and the earth, the star. The star is meant to look, it's like something that is far away, right? The stars are very far away. The sun itself is very far away as well. But I feel like things are getting closer. And I feel like the Hierophant, again, he bridges the heavens and the earth. He brings those two things together. I kind of feel as you're having this as your crossing energy is saying that the bridge is almost like the challenge, taking something that might be a dream. If this isn't love for you, pretty much for all of you though, even if it is love, but, other than love, I feel that there could be something that exists that you need to, manifest here on Earth. I feel like there could be something that exists that you need to kind of bring down to Earth. Still in this dreaming period, though, in the area of your thoughts, you have the 4 swords. Sometimes I feel like we just feel like it would be better to dream about an idea. I actually don't think there's anything wrong with that, Scorpio. If you feel like you need to dream about an idea or think about an idea, I don't think there's anything, wrong with that, like I said. Even on my other channel, I talk about how, I lost a business when I was younger. And for like 2 or 3 years, I did nothing but daydream, literally. And it worked out for me. So, it could be one of those things where maybe you just need to, have no judgments about what you do and about maybe you're dreaming or daydreaming, and that's okay, right? Maybe that's all you need to know with the 4 swords. In the area of your foundation, you have the Page of Pentacles. It's like good news, I feel, is coming in for you. So it's like I feel like saying finally uplifted, or finally uplifting, or something like that. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you could finally be getting some uplifting news in the near future. Maybe not this week. It kind of feels a little bit more in the future to me. The difference here is like I feel like you're feeling optimistic about something and it actually works out. I feel like you're used to being optimistic about things in the past, which we'll talk about in a second. It's like you're used to being optimistic about something and it doesn't work. I feel that the good news for some of you is that you're going to be feeling like optimistic and enthusiastic even here. 3 cups, the sun, right? You could be feeling very enthusiastic about accomplishing something and it actually goes in your favor. That sounds like a little thing, but I feel like it's a big thing. In the past, you have the 3 of swords, heartbreak. Again, I feel like maybe you are coming off of a heartbreak. If it's not love, again, it could just be the fact that maybe one too many times you've been feeling good about something, or you felt optimistic, or you felt like something is going to go your way and it doesn't. So kind of like disappointments, right? And I feel like you're kind of overcoming disappointments with the 3 of swords. In the area of your near future, you have the 2 of cups, perfect match. So I do feel like there could be a perfect match coming in for you here, Scorpio. It could be a Pisces. You always get Pisces in your readings. You also always get Earth here. So it could be a Taurus. It could be any earth sign. coming in for you. You also have Leo, Aquarius here. I mean, it could be anything. It could be a person who has one of those signs in a certain placement as well, Scorpio. So, wouldn't really surprise me. But I do feel like there could be a solid connection coming in for you. I feel like you're both very different, is what I would say. The Two of Cups, these two people are meant to look very different. They are meant to look like they come from two different worlds or two different places, right? So you could literally be meeting someone from a different place. They could be from a different country. They could be from a different location. They could have been brought up differently. There's some sort of difference here. And I don't normally say it, but I'm feeling it. I actually feel like I said it to you recently before. So again, if I said this to you like last week in one of your weekly readings, I'm pretty sure in the last weekly reading, I said something about you attracting a person who's different. But the Two Cups represents like really good communication, someone who has good communication skills, but also someone you can talk to very easily. So again, who cares if they're different? If the communication flows and it works, it works. No need to question it, right? In the area of the next few months, you have the Hangman. I would definitely call this enlightenment, the star, the sun. The Hangman can represent delays, can represent putting yourself in Hangman mode. He puts himself in Hangman mode to gain enlightenment, to gain some inner answers or something like that, right? And I definitely feel some of you could be kind of like gaining some inner answers here with the Hangman, or you could be, feeling enlightened by something with the Hangman as well. So I kind of feel like that is just enlightenment and maybe some answers that you are receiving. Next, in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Five of Swords. I do feel like some of you could be cutting people out, some people out. Seems like everybody's doing this. I would just say some of you could be walking away from people who no longer serve you. I would also take this as like a little bit of a warning. I would say no arguments in the home or anything like that. We're past the retrograde. We're still in the Mercury retrograde shadow. To me, retrogrades are always Mercury and Mars specifically. Mars isn't retrograde, but Mercury and Mars, whenever one of those two planets goes retrograde, to me, it's like the worst time to have arguments or to argue in the home or anything like that. So, I'm picking up on the energy. I feel like this could be something that just turns into something that it doesn't need to turn into. So I would avoid the arguments at all cost. Next, in the area of your future feelings, you have the Three of Cups. Feeling really happy, feeling like celebrating, really good energy. So I feel like you're feeling happy in the future. I also feel like you're feeling more inspired as well. Whenever we get these cards, like the Sun and the Star, right, can represent fame and fortune, but this could also represent a lot of inspiration. Both those two cards coming together. Sometimes, remember what I was saying about you feeling like excited, enthusiastic about something. Sometimes I think when we feel that way about whatever, project, business, health, whatever we're working on, and then things start working, then we can accomplish a lot more, right? Because we're excited, we're happy that we're doing it. And that's kind of like the feeling I get here. I feel like you're, discovering your reasons why you want to do something, whatever it is, whatever you're trying to accomplish. And here's your outcome, Scorpio. Can't beat that. The Sun, the best card in the deck. So very happy outcome. I feel like just like this sense of ease. Again, he's carrying this big ass flag here, Scorpio, if it's going to focus. And he's meant to represent just like a little baby, but or a little child, and he's carrying this huge flag very easily. It's meant to represent the fact that whatever you are doing you are going to be doing with ease. So I feel for a lot of you that you're like accomplishing a lot very easily at this time. That doesn't mean there won't be obstacles and all that other stuff. Of course not. That's unrealistic. But I do feel that things are just going to come a little easier than they have in the past. Again, it's like really, it might not sound very exciting, but the way that I would say what I feel about this reading is it's really just saying to me that in the past you'd be enthusiastic about things and they wouldn't work out. It's like now I feel like you're enthusiastic about something, you feel good about something, excited about something, and it actually works. Could be love. I love it. Really good. Here with the Hierophant and the Star, you have the Three of Cups. So celebrations, happiness. You have the Three of Cups twice here. Definitely good things coming in for you. I would be careful. Again, Hierophant, crossing energy, Three of Cups. If you have had any arguments with family or any estrangements or anything like that, you could be healing a situation. It just popped into my head. Hierophant is like how you were raised. It's like traditions. When it's crossing energy, like crossing the Star, Five of Swords here, just putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Some of you could be like healing an estrangement or something like that. It popped into my head, especially if you have a Sun is popping into my head as well. With the Four of Swords, you have the Judgment card here in the area of your thoughts. It wouldn't really surprise me if after the retrograde, you have thoughts coming up about the past, and I'm not talking about like love here. I feel like for some of you, it's like you're willing to try something again, just in general. Like, it could be love, but it's not a person from the past. I feel like you're just willing to open up to love again, if that makes sense with the Judgment card. So that's kind of like what I'm getting there. With the Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups, a lot of past energy. Some of you could be getting communication from the past here, and what you do with that is up to you. So, again, I always tell people don't go back to the past, but again, I mean, do whatever you want. Don't listen to me. As I always say, I'm just some guy on the internet, but to me, it's better to look forward, not backwards. But still, again, people are going to do it. So, and again, if it comes up in a reading, I'm going to say it. So there could be someone coming back from the past, although Three of Swords in the near future, Two of Cups. What I would say here's the other thing, is that you're not watching tarot for me to be like, oh, you're someone's coming back from the past, you're screwed, right? You're watching tarot for advice. So the Two of Cups or the Three of Swords could represent ego issues in a relationship, or one person or the other person having too much of an ego. This could actually be avoided. Here's the thing about the Three of Swords as well. The Three of Swords very specifically can be avoided. How? Well, I would say communication, communicating with the person on their level, or not getting into an argument with the person. If they want to argue, bye, right? Get out. That's all you have to say here, Scorpio. Or you could just avoid them at all costs. That's also another option with that Three of Swords. I want to clarify that again. You have the Three of Wands here as well. Three of Wands, like waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. For those of you that are thinking about leaving a person or walking away, completely cutting someone off, then I would just do it. With the Hangman, what do you know? The World card. Again, I do feel you could be attracting a person from another world. Well, maybe not literally, but it could be literally. Some of you could be out there dating aliens. I'm all about it, right? From other worlds, but could represent, other countries, other states, other places in general. It could come from different backgrounds. Whenever we have the Hierophant in a reading, I mean, to me, the Hierophant is always a clue that you could be meeting a person from a different background, someone who was raised differently, someone with different traditions, different religion, different anything, really. And again, that's a good thing, could be just different. With the Five of Swords here, you have the Four of Swords. Again, like I said, I feel like some of you could be healing a situation as far as, close relationships are concerned. With the Three of Cups, you have the Seven of Wands. I would definitely set boundaries with people, especially if you're allowing someone back into your life here, whether it's like an estrangement, like a family friend, or a son, a daughter, a child, whatever, a person in your life. I would set healthy boundaries here, but I feel like you're feeling good. I love the Seven of Wands. It's showing up in the area of your future feelings. Seven of Wands, like knowing that it's like that deep knowing that things are kind of going in the right direction. So definitely a very good card. And with the Sun, you have the Hangman. Exactly like I said, enlightenment. This is clearly one of those readings that is talking about like you being enlightened or you waking up to something. Judgment, the Sun, Hangman twice here. I feel like you could be having a lot of realizations this week. It actually looks like a very important week for you. I would pay attention to things that happen around you as well. If you have anything that just slaps you in the head, those are probably important situations. But that's that. We're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards here, Scorpio. So feel free to pause this reading if you need time to think of your questions. If you don't have questions, that's fine as well. I'm just going to put all 3 together. For question number 1, I would say yes. I felt yes when I touched it, like right away. So I would say yes. I always go with my first gut instinct, and I would say yes. I feel like you already know the answer to this question. For question number 2, I'd say yes. 8 of Pentacles. Put in the work and you will see results. And for question number 3, yes, 4 of Wands, marriage. Some of you could be thinking about putting the work in to get married, which I feel if you want to get married, then, this is a good thing for you. Definitely could be love. For those of you who don't want love, or actually, even if you do, this is like reaching a finish line. The 4 of Wands to me, it looks like a finish line at the top there, and it is a card. It is a portal card, just like the World is a card of an accomplishment. This card is also a card of an accomplishment, and it just represents going to the other side. These people are celebrating on the other side of those 4 wands. So it's kind of like, I feel like you are accomplishing something here. Even the 8 of Pentacles, probably something you've been working towards for a very long period of time. This is a dope reading here, Scorpio. I love this. Very good stuff. So love it. Thank you for being here, Scorpio. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.